Alex, why should investors look at getting access to markets and products via platforms?
Platforms are not necessarily for everyone. Large investment groups may have a presence in Europe and the resources to go it alone. But I think, especially in the emerging markets industry and the emerging markets world, platforms really make sense because you can really utilize an existing infrastructure that's been capitalized, that's been set up, that's, the whole regulatory system is in place, and from there you can really leverage on the regulatory know-how, the operational set infrastructure that's already been set up, and benefit from cost efficiencies from economies of scale, basically.
And what are some of the apparent risks and considerations in relation to platforms?
I think when joining a platform, there are various types of platforms, and we have specifically gone and opted for the infrastructure route, meaning that we have the infrastructure in place, and we are looking at allowing or availing this infrastructure to third-party emerging market managers to join this platform and to be part of this club of emerging market funds within the platform that investors can pick and choose from. Other platforms may have a larger onus on the whole branding and distribution elements, meaning that a lot of investment managers would then lose a lot of control when joining other platforms in terms of being able to speak to clients that they wish or to be able to use their own branding, etc. So I think that's one element that is important to take into consideration. There are a number of platforms out there. Ours obviously is unique in the fact that it's entirely emerging markets focused and frontier markets focused, and we are at the stage where we wish to help investment managers looking to set up UCITS products and to get them plugged into a menu of great emerging market funds onto our platform and be really known as and recognized, which I think we are today, for being an emerging market specialist.
Alex, what do you think will make platforms more widely used in Asia?
UCITS has actually gone beyond the European market landscape, actually. UCITS have actually become quite attractive and widely utilized in Asia, in particular in Singapore. And even beyond that, in Latin America, there is gaining a lot of traction as well. So, in contrast, in the U.S., there's a large development of the 40 Act funds. And I think the investment managers realize that there's a clear shift towards liquid investments and transparent and regulated products. The problem with 40 Act funds is that there are constraints with regards to fees and daily liquidity, et cetera, et cetera. I think UCITS allows more flexibility to managers to run investments more closely aligned to what they would have maybe run on an offshore basis. And I think going forward, Asian investors will realize that there's certain benefits to investing into platforms.
And how should investors view platforms in reality?
Platforms are easy for investors to use because you get a whole menu that's right there. It's a one-stop shop. You can see a whole menu of various funds and performances, and you can track more easily in one area. I mean, the benefits of the UCITS platform is that it offers an optional managed accounts functionality, as I mentioned earlier. And so this is provided by State Street Bank, and this also means that they've provided us with a very sophisticated online portal from which investors can really track the full performance, how the funds have made their money, how they've lost their money, where they're exposed in terms of sectors, countries, market caps, etc. And you can track this over time on a specific dates. So it's very flexible and useful tool. There's risk management, analytics, etc. And so you can really understand what the risks are within these portfolios, and it helps all these investment professionals to carry out better investment decisions, to make sure that they're allocated to the right areas that they believe in and that they where they have strong convictions in. And this is something that I think is also quite unique to our platform, is this managed accounts technologies. And given the traction that managed accounts have had with institutional investors over the years, this is, I think, a definite added bonus that managers could offer to their clients.
And where does your investment solutions business fit into all of the above?
Milltrust's investment solutions business is something that we have been involved in various shapes and formats over the years. In fact, the premise of Milltrust was initially a consultancy firm that I put together with one of my other colleagues, and where we would carry out investment research on various managers in the emerging markets landscape. From that point, we've developed a model portfolio which invests across all the different funds on our platform, and very much gives a suggestion to our investors who like to track and follow our advice. And we also have I would call developing world model portfolio, which invests across funds on our portfolio, on the platform, but also on funds in the wider universe of emerging market space.
So Alex, what's the next step using these model portfolios that you've described?
These model portfolios are our starting point for discussions that we can have with our clients for a more customized approach, or if they wish to just use these model portfolios, that's to their discretion.